Venezuela's opposition-controlled National Assembly says it is going ahead with a proposed amnesty law to allow the release of all imprisoned politicians and protesters. The issue sets up a potential dispute between the country's legislature and presidency. CCTV's Stephen Gibbs reports.
Caracas, February 2014. Protests, initially against crime and inflation, spilled onto the streets. After a standoff lasting weeks, the authorities' patience snapped. By June, 43 people had been killed, including some government supporters. Dozens were imprisoned. Amongst them, the prominent opposition leader Leopoldo López, accused of deliberately provoking the violence. Leopoldo's wife, Lilian, has led a high-profile international campaign to free her husband and the other prisoners. The fact that this country's parliament is now opposition-controlled means it does have the power to pass an amnesty law, which will call for the immediate release of all the prisoners.
This law isn't just going to be known by the lawyers of Venezuela. No, this law is going to be known by the world. We are sending this law to all the parliaments and governments in the world.
Plenty here believe that the new parliament is their best hope.
We know this is the only way out. The government wants to keep the prisoners like a trophy. This is the solution.
But there is an obstacle. President Maduro has already said the proposal is something he will never comply with. The government's view, expressed by its hardcore supporters, is that those in prison are all criminals.
Here there aren't political prisoners, there are politicians in prison. What's a politician in prison? It's someone who's committed a crime and is paying the price.
It's been almost 2 years since the protests which led to those arrests took place right here. The president says those in jail will serve their full sentences, but Venezuela's new parliament plans to challenge him directly on that. Stephen Gibbs, CCTV, Caracas.